Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Madden Fantasy Football series. Today we're going to be covering the Colts and the Jaguars, as you guys can see here. There weren't really too many injuries to go over here. We had Jonathan Taylor, that's a pretty big name to kick things off with, and then his backup, Zach Moss. So the Colts at this point were on running back 3 and running back 4. I think it's Deion Jackson and Evan Hall as their starting running backs. And then they were also out there starting tight end Jelani Woods. Outside of that, there were no injuries, though. Just from a fantasy side of point, the one big name being Jonathan Taylor. And outside of that, there wasn't really anything big going on. There are a decent amount of names here involved in this game here. Big Yawners especially has a lot of players in this game. We'll kick things off with the quarterback room. We have Trevor Lawrence being owned by Big Yawners. We have Anthony Richardson being owned by J-Bay. Travis Etienne by Pussy. We have Michael Pittman and Calvin Ridley owned by Karen's husband. We have Christian Kirk owned by Big Yawners. Evan Ingram by J-Bay. Brandon McManus by Big Yawners. I have the team defense, Jacksonville's team defense myself. I also have Roshan Jenkins. Mr. Steeler Girl has DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle for the Colts. I have Foyesade Aluakin and Zaire Franklin. And then PMC Wagner has Shaquille Leonard, who at this point was still on the Colts and did not yet get traded to the Eagles like he did later in the season. So I guess Big Yawners didn't have as many people as I initially thought. I guess he only had Christian Kirk and Trevor Lawrence, but still. Without further ado, let's get right into this game here. Now I'm guessing this is going to be a more defensive-sided game, but I could be wrong, and I say defensive because of the fact that the Colts right guard in Madden is trash, so I'm guessing the Colts are going to give up a few sacks in this game. Plus, they're missing Jonathan Taylor, they're missing their backup running back, and they're missing their starting tight end. So yeah, overall, I do think this might be maybe not a struggle in terms of the offensive side of things here, but I do think this could be one of the more defensive-sided games of the series so far. And there you have Trevor Lawrence and Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson, of course, the rookie. Trevor Lawrence going into his, I want to say, third or fourth year by this point in the season. I actually am not certain off the top of my head. But either way, Trevor Lawrence has been here for a little bit now. Former number 1 overall pick. Now let's see what these Jaguars end up doing. They're going to kick the ball to the right. Colts look like they're going to end up returning this one. He's going to run to the middle from the left hash of the middle. He's going to cut into the right. He's going to be brought down by, I can't even tell. It looks like he's brought down by, that looks like it's Roshan Jenkins, number 2 for the Jaguars. I actually own him, so I think that'll count as a tackle solo. Here comes Anthony Richardson himself. Let's see if he scrambles as much as he did in real life. In real life, he was known for not necessarily passing. He wasn't a bad passer by any means, but he was more known for his scrambling abilities and how that would impact fantasy in real life games. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He's going to drop back for the pass. He's looking down the middle. He's looking to the right now. He's passing. That's picked off by the Jaguars. That's going to be Roshan Jenkins. Is he going to get a pick 6 out of this? He might be tailed down by a mix of Colts. Is he going to get it? He gets a touchdown. That's a huge pick 6 for the Jaguars, for myself specifically, because I have their team defense and Roshan Jenkins. That's going to be worth a shit ton of fantasy points. And it's not Roshan, it's actually Rayshawn Jenkins, my bad. So Rayshawn Jenkins, that's a huge amount of fantasy points right there. That's probably at least like 20 points right there, if I had to guess. Here's Big Yawners, Brandon McManus on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. I don't think I've ever seen a AI actually miss an extra point in these simulations, watching them. I've seen them miss field goals that were probably like 40-plus yards out quite a few times, but I've never seen them miss an extra point. So I think those are all but locked in when it comes to the extra points. If you have a kicker and you see an extra point happening, you know it's probably just going to be good. Colts are going to be trying this again. They're going to return to the right. This time he'll have a little bit more success, but he's still not even going to get back to the 25-yard line, though. Here comes Anthony Richardson again. See if he can do anything different on his second pass to the NFL. His first pass being a pick 6 to Rayshawn Jenkins. Absolute tragedy of a performance on his first pass. Let's see if he can get his lick back. 1st and 10 at his own 23-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Deion Jackson to the left. He's going to make a push for about 2 or 3 yards, and he's going to be brought down by Andre Cisco, the other side of the safety from Rayshawn Jenkins. These safeties are so far having a pretty big game so far for these Jaguars. 2nd and 7 at the Colts 26-yard line. In the shotgun formation, you have Anthony Richardson trying to pass to the right. That's going to be caught. He's going to be brought down by a mix of Jaguars, including Rayshawn Jenkins and number 33. The catch, I never actually got a chance to see his number. It was Isaiah McKenzie, the former Buffalo Bill. Isaiah McKenzie was really disappointing for the Colts. I thought for sure with him not being in a situation with such elite receivers like Stephon Diggs, I thought he'd be able to step it up a little bit, but he really didn't. Deion Jackson is going to get no work, being brought down by middle linebacker Foyesade Aluakin, owned by myself. And the Colts are probably going to end up having to punt here already. Their offense really just can't get going here. Maybe the Jaguars' offense can have a little bit more success. The Colts are going to be punting. I'm guessing they're going to get the punt off at around the 20 to 21 yard line. Let's see here. The punt's going to get off at about the 19 going into the 20 yard line. Punt's going to land at the Jaguars' 22. He's going to return it to the left. He's going to get it to the 34 yard line, but he's going to get pushed back a little bit, but he should get credited to 34. Yep. Let's see what Trevor Lawrence can do. Hopefully he won't throw a pick six on his very first play in the 2023 season here. First and 10 from his own 34-yard line. See what the Jaguars can do. First play is going to be a handoff to the right. He's going to run up the middle now. He's going to get a huge gain, a big first down. He's going to be brought down by a mix of Shaq Leonard and a few other Colts. But that's going to be a nice pickup for Pussy for a 13-yard gain. Very nice running so far for the Jaguars. So far they seem to be in control of this game. First and 10. They're on 47-yard line. Trevor Lawrence looking for a pass to the left. He's going to hit Calvin Ridley, who's going to be brought down by Zaire Franklin and number 20. I think that's Rodney McLeod, if I'm not mistaken, for a pickup of 6. Remember, Big Yawners does own Trevor Lawrence as well, so he also will get the points. Karen's husband owns Calvin Ridley, and then I own Zaire Franklin in that situation. 2nd and 4. Trevor Lawrence is now at the opposite 47-yard line. He's going to throw it. It's going to be incomplete, targeting J-Bay's Evan Ingram. But that one was incomplete, maybe broken up by Shaquille Leonard. The reason I say maybe is I don't know if he's going to get credited the pass deflection or not. Madden's kind of weird about that, but we'll find out at the end of the game as always. Trevor Lawrence, 3rd and 4. He's looking down the middle. He's looking towards the right. He's going to send the ball to the right side. Is he going to get that off? No, it's intercepted. Both of these quarterbacks are really struggling. The Colts guy is now going the wrong way. He's now going the right way. He's really going the right way now. He might take this all the way. This is huge. He might take it all the way. Will he get tailed down by Travis Etienne? No, he won't. He's not going to catch him. That's the second pick six of the game. That's insane. That's Julius Brents, the rookie cornerback for the Colts here. Absolute horrible performance from both of these quarterbacks so far. Very defensive matchup like I kind of anticipated, but it's not really the defensive way I thought it would be. I thought it would just be a low-scoring game, not 2 pick sixes back-to-back. I don't even think we've seen a pick six yet in the series here off the top of my head. This is a very big surprise. Now you have Matt Gay attempting the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. The score is 7-7. Not a single offensive point has been scored so far. Both of these touchdowns defensive here. What a weird game. You know? I figured it would be defensive, but not like this. Let's see if Trevor Lawrence can do something with his second attempt here, not throw another pick six. He's not going to return. He's just going to take the knee to get back to the 25-yard line. Trevor Lawrence is now back out there. I don't think anybody on either of these two teams has ever won a ring that I'm thinking of. I don't think anybody on either of these two teams has ever even won a Super Bowl, which is kind of crazy to think about. Trevor Lawrence is going to throw an absolute duck to the left. That was intended for Evan Ingram. Him and Evan Ingram really can't connect. 1 for 4 for 6 yards and a pick. That's some horrible numbers right there. I think Trevor Lawrence might actually be in the negatives in fantasy points right now, same with Anthony Richardson. For 2nd 10, their own 25-yard line. They're going to muff the handoff and run into their own guy, and he's going to be brought down by DeForest Buckner after a pickup of 1. It's not going to be counted as a tackle for loss, but that is a tackle solo for Mr. Steeler Girl with DeForest Buckner. 3rd and 9, 3 minutes 25 taken at their own 26-yard line. Here's where Trevor Lawrence can prove himself to be a little bit better here. Let's see. He's looking down the middle. He's in the pocket. He does have a bit of time, but now he's getting flushed out to the left. Looks like he's going to take a scramble. Trevor Lawrence is not Lamar Jackson, though. He's not going to pick up the first here. He's going to be met by a mix of Julian Blackmon and Zaire Franklin. But he does get a decent pickup of 8. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be enough for the first down, and now they're going to have to punt. The punt's going to be out from around his 21 to 22-yard line. Directly past the 22 is where he punted it from. It's going to land at the about Colts 17-yard line. He's going to return it, get back to about the 24. That was a generous spotting by the refs, but oh well, I thought he'd get about to the 23, 22, somewhere around there, but he got an extra 2 yards out of it. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Let's see what these Colts can end up doing here. Anthony Richardson's going to drop back. He's going to pass it down the right. That's going to be low, incomplete. These quarterbacks just cannot make anything happen here. The passing game just non-existent. 2 minutes 39 remaining in the first quarter still. This might be a longer game than some of these other ones because nobody can complete a pass. Keep stopping the clock. 2nd and 10. Anthony Richardson's looking down the middle. He's going to roll out to the right. It looks like he's trying to get a scramble off. Will he be brought down? He's sacked by Josh Allen, one of the oldest remaining players on the Jaguars. He was there for that elite 2017 defense that they had. But yeah, he's one of the last remaining players from that team. He's a very good player, both in real life and in fantasy. He got moved to outside linebacker in real life here. 3rd and 18. See what he can do here. Anthony Richardson's looking down the middle. He's going to try to roll out to the right, and he's going to be brought down again by Josh Allen. 2 sacks in a row. Jaguars defense are playing insane. The Colts defense aren't playing bad either by any means, but Jaguars defense are making insane plays happen, like sacks, pick sixes. Pretty much every play something big happens. Colts are going to be punting from their own end zone here. It's going to land at probably about this 40-yard line of the Colts. It's actually going to land at the 46-yard line, and the fair catch is going to be called. He's going to be credited to 47. Here comes Trevor Lawrence back out. Now you got to think at some point these teams are just going to tell their players to stop making mistakes and just to keep the ball safe, because overall this has just been an atrocious game for both offenses. 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. They've already been here once. Let's see if they can do it successfully this time. He's going to throw it incomplete to the right here. I think he's trying to get his receiver killed. I think that was Christian Kirk who just got sent flying for no reason. Maybe he was trying to draw the unnecessary roughness hit on an defenseless receiver, but it's hard to say for sure. Trevor Lawrence on 2nd and 10 is going to hand it off to Travis Etienne. It worked well the first time. This time he's not really going to go very far. He's going to be brought down by a mix of Kawhi Pay and Kenny Moore, the cornerback and defensive end. They're crediting the tackle to DeForest Buckner. I'm not sure where they got that from, but you know what, we'll go with it. 3rd and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Trevor Lawrence is on the play action. He's going to throw it to the left. He finally hits a pass to Evan Ingram, who's going to be brought down by a mix of Colts. I think that's going to be Julian Brents, the guy who caught the pick 6, and then one more. But that is finally a big pickup for these Jaguars that they need when it comes to the pass game. They really haven't been able to make it work so far, and that's a 24-yard pickup right there. Now in field goal range at the Colts 28-yard line, 1st and 10. This is going to be Trevor Lawrence dropping back for the pass yet again. He's looking down the middle. He's looking to the right. He's going to pass it. That's going to be caught. Did he get his feet in bounds? It looks like he did. That's going to be Zay Jones, the wide receiver 3, catching a nice 15-yard pickup. I'm still not certain if he actually got his feet in bounds. It was kind of hard to tell, but looks like they're crediting. I cannot talk right now. Crediting the catch to him with his feet in bounds. They're going to hand it off to Travis Etienne, who's going to go to the right and go absolutely nowhere. Brought down by a mix of Shaquille Leonard and a few other Colts. That's going to be the end of the first quarter finally, after an entire first quarter of nonstop bad plays. And look at that, the Colts have negative 12 passing yards. That's fucking wild. But yeah, overall, it's just been a horrible, horrible performance so far from a fantasy point of view. Score is 7-7 going into the second quarter, of course, at the Colts 12-yard line. Jacksonville is in a prime scoring position. This is going to be another handoff to the right to Travis Etienne. He's going to break off to the right side. He might just have a touchdown here. Will he get met? Is he going to get in? He gets pushed in by another Colts tackle. That's going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. That's going to be a touchdown for pussy owning Travis Etienne. Extra point's going to be attempted by Big Yawners Brandon McManus. Kick is up. And of course it's good. Score is 14-7 for these Jaguars. They're finally able to piece together this offense after a few drives in. Maybe it's just the week one rust that was kicking in. I like that guy's name, Shatley. There's nothing like being defended by a guy whose last name sounds like shit. Jaguars are going to kick it off. The Colts returner is on the left side. He's going to return it to the left. He's now going to cut in towards the middle, now towards the right. He's going to go trying to go coast to coast here, but that's just overall going to cost him a lot of time that he doesn't have, and he's going to get brought down all the way at their own 15-yard line. Really bad field position so far for the Colts. Anthony Richardson's helmet looks like ass, I'm not going to lie. Well, if you guys saw how weird the logo looked. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Anthony Richardson's looking for a pass to the right side. He's going to hit Kylan Granson, who's going to be brought down by, I think that's Foyesade Lucan, maybe? I actually couldn't tell. I just saw that there was a 3 on the jersey. It was either 33 or 23. I actually couldn't tell with the angle they had. If it was 23, it was Foyesade Lucan. If it was 33, it was, I think, Tyson Campbell. 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. This is going to be a handoff to the left to Deion Jackson. Oh my god, did you guys see that block? Bird got fucking cartwheeled. But he is going to be brought down by Andre Sisco, the safety, after a pickup of 7. A very nice pickup for Deion Jackson, replacing Jonathan Taylor here. Colts are going to line up in this shotgun, 2nd and 3. See what they end up doing here. They're on 33-yard line. Anthony Richardson's going to pass to the right. He is going to find Kylan Granson again, who's going to be brought down by a mix of Foyesade Lucan and I actually don't know who 42 is off the top of my head. I want to say Chad Muma, but I actually don't know for sure who 42 is off the top of my head, though. 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. This offense is starting to look significantly better than it did at the start. This is going to be another handoff to Deion Jackson, this time to the right. He's going to get past Josh Allen and then get brought down by number 32 on the Jaguars. I actually don't know who that is off the top of my head, but he does get a pick up a 4. That's going to be Tyson Campbell. So if Tyson Campbell's 32, that means Shaq Griffin. Their second corner, I forget his name though, is going to be number 33. 2nd and 6, they're going to go for a handoff this time to the left. This is a huge pickup. Gap open by Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard, and he's going to be brought down after a nice pickup by Rayshawn Jenkins, my player in the game. See what these Colts end up doing now. Now they're in the enemy territory for the first time in this game. 1st and 10 from their 43-yard line, or from the Jaguars' 43-yard line. He's going to run to the right now up the middle. Going to be brought down after a pickup of 5. He was able to fight hard for that. It looked like he was about to get tackled for a loss, but he broke free and got a nice gain out of it. 2nd and 5 from the Jaguars' 38. Let's see what Anthony Richardson can cook up. He's going to look for a pass. He's going to throw a screen. This to Deion Jackson. No, that's actually Evan Hall. He's going to be brought down by number 33 on the Jaguars. I'm still not certain who that is off the top of my head, but he is going to be brought down for a big tackle for loss. That's Evan Hall not finding the same success that Deion Jackson was earlier in this game. Speaking of Deion Jackson, he's now in the backfield now, replacing Evan Hall. 3rd and 8 from the Jaguars' 40-yard line. Anthony Richardson has all day in the pocket here. He's going to step up into it. He's going to run into his own offensive line, and he's going to be brought down and sacked by Devon Hamilton. Absolutely huge play here. That might just push him out of field goal range as well. Just maybe. I think they're still going to attempt the field goal, but it is not going to be an easy one. Let's see here. No, they're going to take the punt. Let's see what he ends up doing here with this punt. The punt's going to go towards the right side of the field. It's going to land at the 4-yard line. Excellent, excellent punt. This is what quite a few teams going into the series so far have struggled with, is their accuracy on the punt. That was an amazing, amazing punt right there, really pinning the Jaguars back in their own field range, or in their own 4-yard line. This is prime DeForest Buckner territory. Maybe he can get something to work here, maybe get a tackle for loss, but he's going to get double teamed on the block. and Travis Etienne's going to run right towards it, but that hole is still stuffed. Jaguars put too many people on DeForest Buckner, causing the gap to close in pretty quickly. 2nd and 10 from their own 4-yard line still. Again, keep an eye on DeForest Buckner and Grover Stewart, those really good defensive tackle duos. With the Jaguars running up the middle here, they're going to be needing to step up, and that's going to be DeForest Buckner actually going to miss the tackle, but Travis Etienne's going to fight for an extra 3 yards. He was probably going to get about 2, but he fought for that extra 3 yards there. Brought down by E.J. Speed, the middle linebacker. But yeah, that was surprising. DeForest Buckner actually completely whiffed on his tackle. He was in position, though. 2-minute warning. Both teams still have 3 timeouts remaining. You have a 3rd and 5 for these Jaguars at their 9-yard line. Trevor Lawrence is looking for a pass. He's looking to the right. He's passing to the right. He's going to hit Zay Jones for a huge pickup. He's going to keep going. He's going really far. He's probably going to be brought down by one of these Colts, but he's still getting a shit ton on the play. From his own 9-yard line to the Jaguars' 30-yard line. That's a massive pickup on the play. Big Yawners will appreciate that 40-yard pass bonus. For those of you who don't know what the points look like for the bonuses, by the way, if you do a 40-plus yard play, it's worth 2 points. If you get a touchdown on that, it's worth 4 points as the bonus itself. Trevor Lawrence now is rolling out to the right. He has a few guys open. He's just not passing to him. I guess he doesn't like checkdowns, and he's just going to throw it at the floor. Christian Kirk really hasn't done anything today, and Trevor Lawrence is a big reason why. 4 for 9, 106 yards and a pick. Definitely not the greatest game for Trevor Lawrence, although he has shown flashes of really nice passes, though. 2nd and 10 from the Colts' 30-yard line. Trevor Lawrence is going to drop back for a pass. He's going to throw it to the left, and again, he just cannot hit his receiver. 3rd and 10. Trevor Lawrence is really smoking some crack today, I guess. 3rd and 10. See what these Jaguars can do. Trevor Lawrence is going to look for a pass. Yet again, he's going to throw it down the right side of the seam. He's going to hit Evan Ingram for a huge touchdown there. That's really big for Big Yawners and J-Bay. See, that's the funny thing. Trevor Lawrence is hitting all of his deep passes like it's clockwork, but his short passes, he just can't hook up with his guys, which is causing these Colts to really get cooked up. But yeah, that is going to be a very nice touchdown for the Jaguars, giving them the 13, potentially 14-point lead. Brandon McManus of Big Yawners on to attempt the extra point for a 3rd time today. Kick is up. It's good. Score 21-7. Minute 41. Both teams still have all 3 timeouts. A lot can still happen in this last minute 41 of this half. Jaguars are going to kick it off here. Kick looks like it's going to be headed to the left side. Well, it's more down the middle. But he's going to catch it, and he's actually going to try to return this again. Let's see if that ends up being a poor decision. The Colts really need to go hire themselves a new return man. These returns aren't just bad decisions. They aren't just bad returns. They're a really bad mix of both, and they're losing around 10 yards per return from this at this point. But let's see if Anthony Richardson can prove why he was taken in the first round as a rookie. Minute 38 left on the clock from his own 17-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain. First play, he's going to look for a pass. He's going to get blitzed by both linebackers. Let's see if he's able to read this. He's going to pass a screen to the right. He's going to catch the ball and be brought down by Josh Allen. Actually, it might not have been a catch. It might have actually been considered a drop. It looked like a catch, though, but I guess he dropped it. Josh Allen with the huge breakup on the play. I find it funny that Josh Allen is in coverage while the middle linebackers are playing blitz. 2nd and 10. Anthony Richardson's going to throw it to the right again. This time it's going to be picked off again. Anthony Richardson having an absolutely atrocious start to his NFL career. He's going to be brought down by Josh Downs, but nobody at this point started him. That's going to be picked off by Tyson Campbell. Huge play for the Jaguars defense, and they're already in field goal range again to score more points. They just have to not fuck it up at this point. Anthony Richardson is having an atrocious start to his NFL career. 1st and 10 from the Colts' 22-yard line. Trevor Lawrence on first is going to go with the halfback draw. It's going to be a huge pickup for Travis Etienne. He's going to get a nice pickup of 9. Very, very nice pickup for Travis Etienne. Plus, he's having a nice day with his guy, with Travis Etienne, that's for sure. He's having a nice yards per carry game. On top of that, he has the touchdown as well so far. When with this lead, he might get a lot of carries in the second half as well. Potentially even another touchdown right here. 2nd and 1. It looks like they're killing some clock here while they're doing the plays. He's going to pass to the right, and yet again, he just cannot hit Christian Kirk. Trevor Lawrence is just playing like shit when it comes to these short throws. He's really selling his team here. 3rd and 1. 46 seconds on the clock. The clock is stopped. 3 timeouts remaining for both teams. See what the Jaguars decide to do here. Colts are sending the double linebacker blitz. Trevor Lawrence is going to pick up on it, and he's finally going to hit one of his receivers, Calvin Ridley, for the pickup. That was a very nice play by Trevor Lawrence on the nice read of the linebacker blitz. 1st and goal. The Colts 10-yard line. Trevor Lawrence is going to look for a pass. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to be brought down by middle linebacker EJ Speed sending the blitz. Huge sack for the Colts. Oh my god, look at him. He's giving him a reach around. What the hell is going on here? Normally I skip the cutscenes, but this is a little too interesting. 32 seconds on the clock, and the Jaguars are going to call their second timeout. Trevor Lawrence is over here wasting too much time getting a reach around by EJ Speed. They had to call a timeout they didn't want to use. Coach is not going to be happy about that one. 32 seconds on the clock. 1 timeout remains for the Jaguars, 3 for the Colts. From the Colts' 17-yard line, this touchdown is now going to be a lot harder than it was before, that's for sure. Trevor Lawrence is going to be looking for a pass. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to back up. He's going to walk into it. He's going to just throw this one away. He's about to take another sack. He does take the hit still. 27 seconds remain on the clock here. From the Jaguars, I'm not trying to force anything because the Colts are going to be drop back in coverage, and you're probably just going to risk an unnecessary pick. I would try probably a screen pass to maybe Travis Etienne or a short pass like that and set him up with some blockers just to not risk anything. Trevor Lawrence is now going to be rolled out to the left. It looks like he's going to throw it to the left. And he's wide open. And he drops it. Oh my goodness. Was that Christian Kirk who dropped it? Oh my goodness, what was that? The Colts weren't playing defense and Bro just decided he wasn't going to catch the ball. Bro didn't think the ball was actually going to go to him. He thought it was going to be overthrown by 10 yards again. Booth review, are they saying he caught it but landed out of bounds? I'm so confused by what is going on in this game right now. Let's see what the replay shows and looks like. Normally I'd skip this, but I'm just going to show. It's hard to tell. Honestly, even with the game being so choppy, it's kind of hard to tell. From where he had the ball and where his right foot is, you got to watch that right foot. His left foot was definitely in. His right foot looked like it could have been out. Let's see what they end up calling this. They're calling it a touchdown for Christian Kirk. Absolutely huge play for Big Yawners. On top of that, he's going to get the extra point bonus from his kicker. Fantastic play for Big Yawners. Ending up really flipping what I thought happened on the play. I thought he just dropped it with how choppy it looked. But that's going to be an extra point good. Huge lead for these Jaguars, 28-7. Colts are really behind here. Michael Pittman has not received a single pass in this game either. They do have 22 seconds and all 3 timeouts to maybe do something here, but it's not very likely, especially with how they've been playing. And the kick returner is not doing him any favors either. He's probably not even going to get back to his 25-yard line. This time he actually does. This time he's able to actually get to the 27-yard line, but he still wastes a lot of clock doing it. 4 seconds for 2 extra yards. I don't think that's worth it here. Here comes Anthony Richardson, has a whole 18 seconds to work with, but he does have those timeouts, so maybe he's able to get a big play off and then get him into field goal range or get a second shot from closer to midfield for a Hail Mary. No, it looks like they're just going to give a handoff to the left. This is going to be to Deion Jackson. He's playing really tight ball security on the ball, brought down by Andre Cisco. It was a very nice pickup, so the Colts are going to call a timeout here. 14 seconds remain on the clock, 2 timeouts remaining for these Colts. Anthony Richardson's going to look for a pass here. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to take a scramble to the right. He's going to run up the middle. This is what he's good at. This is what he's been trying or needing to do all game to do better. He's going to get a nice pickup of 9. 8 seconds remain. 1 timeout remains. The Colts here need to decide if they're either going to take a shot or if they're going to go for field goal range. Normally I'd say go for the field goal range, but they're down by so much they might need to take a shot here. Anthony Richardson's going to step up into the pass, and he's going to overthrow that way too far. 3 seconds remain on the clock. So now, at this point, since they didn't set up for a field goal attempt or anything like that, they're actually going to almost have to throw a Hail Mary here. Yeah, they're lining up in the trip set on the left. This implies Hail Mary, so they're going to be sending a Hail Mary pass right here. Let's see what Anthony Richardson ends up doing. He's looking to the right. He's looking to the left now. He's passing all the way to the left. Let's see where this Hail Mary will end up. He's actually going to hit the pass here, but I don't think he's going to get very far with it. I think that's just going to be a nice adjustment for fantasy points for, I think that's Michael Pittman of Karen's husband. So Karen's husband's going to get, what do you want to call it, a complimentary, really big passing play. But outside of that, Michael Pittman's had a really bad game so far. Karen's husband just going to get really lucky with a few brownie points. Colts aren't even going to receive the ball to kick off the second half either. This is going to go right back to the Jaguars. The Jaguars are in complete control of this game. Absolutely dominant performance here in the Colts' own home field advantage, or home field end zone as well. I can't even talk right now, but in the Colts' home field advantage. The Jaguars started out slow, and Trevor Lawrence hasn't looked great so far, but the rest of the team has been on fire and doing everything right. The O-line has looked solid for the most part. The run game's been there. The receivers have been doing their part. Evan Ingram has been doing his thing. He's been doing really good. The defense has been on fire. But let's just see if Trevor Lawrence can start stepping it up overall. It looks like they're going to attempt to pass on 1st and 10. They're going to hit Travis Etienne to the right, who's going to be brought down by a mix of Colts for a pickup of only a yard. But overall, if I'm the Jaguars in this position, I'm just running the clock out, doing short passes for the remainder of the game. Even if you don't get any more points here, all you have to do is just kill clock, and you probably have this game on wraps with only 14 minutes left. It looks like they're going to go for another pass here. They're going to look for another short pass to Travis Etienne to the right side. Very nice performance for Pussy. I think he's happy to receive all these free points as well. Just in those two plays alone, that's worth 2.5 points for Travis Etienne. 3rd and 5 for these Jaguars now. They killed about a minute of play clock with these two plays here so far. Trevor Lawrence is going to look for a pass. He's going to throw it deep to the left side. What does he have here? Is he going to cook something here? Oh my god, he actually hits Calvin Ridley for a perfect pass. Unfortunately, Calvin Ridley just can't hang on to it. That is broken up by the cornerback partially as well, though. Not the easiest catch to make whenever your arm is getting clobbered down by a sledgehammer. Looks like Logan Cook, the Jaguars punter, is going to be trying to punt here from the 15 to 16-yard line. It's going to land at the Colts about 27, 28-yard line. He's going to return it back to the 31. Overall, at least he got a few yards on the return. Anthony Richardson absolutely has to prove why he was drafted in the first round right here on this drive, or else Colts don't have any shot at this game. See what he ends up doing here on 1st and 10. It's going to be a play action. Or not a play action, it's going to be a fake handoff to the right. He's going to scramble. He's going to get a huge pickup here. He's going to be brought down by a mix of Colts, and Anthony Richardson's starting to find what got him success in real life, his ability to run. With an O-line that good, especially when he gets Jonathan Taylor, if he's able to get a run game going, maybe the passing game could open up a lot better too. 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Deion Jackson to the right now. He's going to be brought down by Josh Allen for a loss of 2. It's going to be a nice tackle for loss. Josh Allen also having a really, really big day, part of this Colts success, having 2 sacks and a tackle for loss now. 2nd and 12. Let's see what the Colts end up doing here. This is going to be a handoff to the right to Evan Hall. He's going to be brought down pretty quickly by a mix of Jaguars defenders, and that's going to be another tackle for loss, I think. Of course, we'll find out at the end of the game what Madden credits it, but I think Devin Lloyd is actually 33 to answer our mystery question. I actually didn't realize Devin Lloyd was 33. I thought 33 was a corner, but I guess not. Looks like they're going to be sending a linebacker blitz through Devin Lloyd. Anthony Richardson's going to read it. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to take a scramble here. He's not going to take the scramble. He's going to throw it out just as he gets to the line of scrimmage. That's almost an illegal forward pass. He was dangerously close to it. 4th and 13. The Colts might honestly just have to go for it here. They're down by so much. No, they're going to end up settling for the punt. Colts are going to punt it. Punt's going to go to the Jaguars about 18-yard line. He's going to return it. He's going to get it back up to the 25, 26 maybe. 26-yard line is where we'll get it at. 4 minutes, 5 seconds remain. So far, a pretty good second half start for the Jaguars. Because remember, right here, the Jaguars aren't really, not that they're not trying to score, but right now their priority is killing clock, so they're okay with not scoring on these drives. Hand off to Travis Etienne up the middle. Huge, huge pickup for Travis Etienne. He breaks a tackle to get an extra 3 yards. Very, very nice running out of Travis Etienne in this game today. And it's not against a bad defense either. The Colts defense is pretty dang, maybe not the best in Madden, but it is better than a lot of other defenses out there, to say the least. Especially with those strong defensive tackles, Grover Stewart and DeForest Buckner. This is going to be a play-action pass now by Trevor Lawrence. He's going to throw it to the right. Let's see what he can hit here. He's just going to throw that just off his receiver again. Trevor Lawrence is really not playing great in this game so far. A lot of the success is coming from the team around him. 2nd and 10. They have trips formation on the left. This is going to be Pitch to the left for Travis Etienne. It's going to be a nice pickup of about 6, maybe 7. Actually, he's going to get 8 for it. Also, I think that's actually the first pitch we've seen in these games so far, surprisingly enough. I don't think I've seen any other ones off the top of my head anyway. But anyway, just in case you guys don't know, a pitch does not count as a reception. If it's a pitch, it counts as a just run, like as if he handed it off. It's going to be a nice pass by Trevor Lawrence, finally able to hit Christian Kirk, I think for the first time in this game today. Well, second time because he did have that touchdown, but overall Christian Kirk hasn't been doing too much outside of that touchdown. He's been just not able to hook up and not on the same page with Trevor Lawrence, but he finally did it here. 2 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. They're probably going to do a handoff here. It's going to be a play action. It looks like Trevor Lawrence is looking for a pass to the left. That's going to be almost picked off. That's why you don't want to be taking stupid shots here when you're up by 1 million. Very close to getting picked off overall. Just for now, it's a swat by the Colts defender. Here comes the Jaguars. Looks like they're lining up in a formation. These 3 tight ends are going to be suggesting a run. See if the Jaguars stick with it or if they're going to try another play action. It looks like they're going to go for a pass. And it looks like he's going to roll out to the right. He's going to pass it to the right. It's going to be incomplete. These Jaguars are really not playing smart football right here. Now in the shotgun formation, they don't even have a running back in the backfield here. 3rd and 10 from the Colts 43. He's going to look for a pass. He's going to roll out to the left. He's going to throw for the pass down the middle. And that's not even going to hit anything. That was close to being called for, well, not an intentional grounding because he did roll out, but still. He's going to be choosing to punt here. Punt's probably going to go out from the Jaguars' 45-yard line. It's going to land. See if he can get one of those accurate punts he had earlier, because that was a really, really nice punt he had earlier. Let's see where this lands. 13-yard line. It's not the best punt, but overall it's better than what we've been seeing so far out of these games. Logan Cook has been doing pretty solid, pinning the Colts back in their own red zone. That's been at least a problem, because the Colts, everything they've done so far has been a problem, but that's been a big problem so far, is that they just keep pinning themselves back in their own end zone. This is going to be a big tackle for loss by, I think that's Devin Lloyd for the Jaguars, and the Colts are just going to keep killing time and losing yards here that they don't have. 2nd and 13. Anthony Richardson's going to look for yet another handoff. He's going to run to the right. He's going to fumble the ball. The ball is going to be recovered by Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson's now going to be brought down by, I don't even know who got the tackle, but I don't even know what the fuck that play is going to be counted as. Oh, yeah, of course, it's Dogby. Why wouldn't you guys expect Dogby to make the tackle? Yeah, we'll find out at the end of the game whatever the hell that's going to be credited, guys. There's like 8 tackles made on the play, and Anthony Richardson picked up the ball for a negative 5-yard run. It's a very weird play. Anthony Richardson on 3rd and 15 is finally going to look for a pass here after killing a shit ton of clock. He's going to roll out to the right, and he's going to be sacked by Josh Allen again for the 3rd time. Josh Allen absolutely on fire in this game. 4th and 20. The Colts just do not have a chance of winning this game anymore. They've wasted so much time here. They'd need basically a Tom Brady final 7 minutes of the game to have any chance here. This punt's going to land at the Jaguars' 44. He's going to fight for an extra few yards on the return, but that's about it. Getting to the 48-yard line of the Jaguars, very close to midfield. And there's Travis Etienne averaging 6 yards per carry and a touchdown. Very, very nice performance out of him so far, and he's probably about to get a few more touches here unless the Jaguars continue playing stupidly like they have been on offense. First play is going to be a quick pass to the right. He's going to hit Calvin Ridley. No, it's going to be incomplete, popped out. Like, here's the thing. If you're the Jaguars and you see Trevor Lawrence is putting up 10 for 24 and you're up by 21, you really don't need to be taking these stupid shots here. You're really risking things you don't need to risk. Such as another pick six, for example, which are the only points the Colts have so far in this game still. Trevor Lawrence is looking for another pass. This time he's looking to the right. This is going to be caught by Zay Jones. He's going to try to fight for the first down, but he's going to be brought down just a few inches short by a mix of Colts. Zay Jones has had a pretty nice day so far. 3 catches for 86 yards. 3rd and inches. Let's see if the Jaguars snap the playoff or if they just let this go to the 4th quarter. They're going to take it to the 4th quarter. It's going to be 3rd and inches going into the 4th quarter. Score 28-7. The Colts have almost no chance here. At this point, they're just playing for fantasy points for the most part. unless the Colts land some sort of sick pick six fumble return for a touchdown or Hail Mary or something. They just really don't have a chance here. It's going to be a handoff to Travis Etienne. He is going to be brought down for a tackle for loss by a mix of Grover Stewart and DeForest Buckner, who are currently scissoring on the field. Dude, no wonder these teams are playing like ass. They're too busy having fucking relations on the field, dude. This is wild. And it looks like the Jaguars are going to settle for a punt here, but at least they killed some nice 30-some seconds of clock here. Let's see how much they want the clock down. They're going to punt here with... They're not going to punt. They're going to do a fake play action. That's going to be incomplete. The Colts will have the ball in very nice field range. Or field possession, whatever you want to call it. Overall, the Jaguars' decision-making has been stupid, to say the absolute least, but they're still winning this football game through sheer talent and dominance over the Colts so far. 1st and 10 from the Colts' 43-yard line. Anthony Richardson's looking for a pass. This is going to be down the middle for Evan Hall. Or no, that might be Deion Jackson. He's going to be brought down by a mix of Jaguars, including Rayshon Jenkins. Yeah, that's going to be Evan Hall. 1st and 10 from the Jaguars' 39-yard line. Let's see if the Colts can do something here. They really haven't been able to do anything yet today. This is going to be a pass down the middle. This is going to be to Deion Jackson, or that's going to be to Kylan Grandson for